The Noah shirt has a classic silhouette, collar with stand, button band, cuffs with buttons, a back yoke with a box pleat, and a curved hem. The Noah shirt has a size range of 02 up to 28-30, and that corresponds to a bust measurement 33 inch up to 66 and waist 25 inches up to 48. Now, it's supposed to have a classic fit. I fall into the 4-6 size, but I've actually made all of these in the 8-10 because I prefer more of an oversized silhouette. It has sleeve cuffs with pleats versus a placket, so it's almost as if there's a third pleat that is the opening of the sleeve cuff. It has a separate button band on one side, which I have removed in subsequent versions and just made 2 of the folded button bands. The collar and collar stand have really classic construction, and the shirt has a curved hem but with not too deep of a slit. And it has a back yoke with a box pleat. Up next, the fabric store Genia shirt. I wanted to include this one because I really like the mandarin collar option. Now, because this is another fabric store pattern, it is a free pattern. At the time that I made it, it was called the Jade shirt, and now it's the Genia shirt. And they have also changed a couple of features, such as the version that I made had this curved hem, but now it's a straight across hem, and it also has no back yoke, whereas you can see here the version that I made does have a back yoke. So I wanted to include this for the option of the mandarin collar. I think that's a really nice and unique feature. And again, this is a free pattern from the fabricstore.com website. Now we have the closet cord Jenna shirt. This is menswear inspired. It has all of the classic shirt making details. It does have a placket for the cuff opening, where the Noah shirt had sort of a slit that was meant to look like another pleat in the sleeve. The Jenna shirt has folded over bands, which I really appreciate, and I love the large patch pocket that is on the front of the shirt as well. You can see here the hem is much longer and the slit is much deeper. It also has triangular gussets in that hem split to kind of reinforce it. I really like the hanging loop that is added into the box pleat on the back of the shirt. I love the oversized silhouette. I made the size true to my measurements, and it does have this really oversized fit, which is great. Now the Genra shirt by Daughter Judy Patterns. This again has a unique collar. It's got a notched collar, which has a much more open and feminine feel. It has a drop shoulder. The back yoke on this shirt is a bit shorter, which is something to note. And instead of a button band, you do have a front-facing piece that goes from the bottom of one front up around the neck and all the way back down. I haven't actually made the long sleeve version. I've made 2 of the short sleeve versions, but the long sleeve does have a pleat cuff opening very similar to the construction of the Noah shirt. It does not have a placket, and there's also a dress option, which I have here as well. The Modern Sewing Co. overshirt has a boxy fit, a back yoke, sleeve plackets, patch pockets, and a classic collar construction. The hemline here is straight. I think all of the other ones so far have had curved hems, and I really like the finishings of the Modern Sewing Co. shirts. This one has a run and fell seam, so everything is completely enclosed on the inside. It's a really clean finish. There are 3 patch pockets included with the pattern, And the sleeve plackets here have a much longer opening, so there's a button at the top of the placket as well. You can see a little bit more of the details better on this white denim version, specifically the plackets and those front patch pockets, which give it a really cool workwear feel. I think that this is a great layering piece and it works really well in a variety of fabrics. I also wanted to mention the Unisex shirt by Modern Sewing Co. I believe this was a men's pattern to begin with, but has been adjusted to accommodate a female body as well. It has a longer and leaner fit than the other shirts, and it has a very subtle curve to the hem. The unisex shirt sits wider at the shoulder than the Modern Sewing Co. classic shirt and is leaner and straighter through the body. The construction of the unisex shirt is very similar to that of the overshirt. The Modern Sewing Company pattern instructions are always really clear and have great illustrations, so I think if you're a beginner, I would choose one of these to start with.